just absolutely terrible for names, but Carlos Romano, maybe? I'm not sure. On the Hyrule website, posted his PT article, including his deck and his deck list, so we figured we'd give his build a try, even though, it's relatively the same build we were playing. The big changes is he's cut the hazards for killing phoenixes. I actually believe killing phoenixes are a little bit stronger in the mirror, a little bit stronger versus the green decks, but probably a little weaker versus the field in general. So I think for like the Pro Tour, that was probably a wonderful call. I don't know how it's going to play out in TGO leagues where there's like a lot more control decks and a lot more snake decks and things of that nature. The only other noticeable difference he has than like our other older builds is he's running a third Soulscar Mage, where most builds run two at the moment. And where we're running three hazards or whatever, um, he cut the three hazards and our additional Glorybringer for Killing Phoenix. Figured we'd give it a try. I gotta be honest, I didn't read the entire article. I just know he performed well. Figure at this point we all know enough about this deck that I didn't have to go into great detail trying to prep. Not that I ever do. I mean, God, I'm the least useful person in the world. But anyway, here we are. Um, Also, keep in mind for any of you that are watching this video or watching this stream that I do post all of our videos on YouTube. There's a link below the stream. It'd be wonderful if you went and gave the YouTube a follow. It's free, doesn't hurt anything. Would be sweet. Need about 100 more folks over there. And also, the stream itself's been fairly dead lately. If anybody has any suggestions on how to improve it or like pick it back up to where it was, please let us know or let me know ASAP. Hmm. Well, this could be a bit of a problem. We've drawn way too many removal spells versus a deck that our removal spells are very bad versus. I believe that the Red Blacks are marginally favored in this match, but with the type of draw we currently have, it's going to be very hard for us to leverage that. If he has even a single contempt for a Killing Phoenix, I think we're going to have some pretty substantial issues here. Dargo's Bloodfast itself is going to make it hard for us to close because Scarab Gods do so many things in spots like this. That's kind of an interesting one. Alright, well, I guess kind of want to save this for a Scarab God, but they're like really far away from a Scarab God. I think I'm just going to attack with these two. I don't want to open myself up to getting the Phoenix Fatal Push this turn. Alright, well, now that we see that the Phoenix isn't going to get Fatal Push this turn, we're at least going to destroy these. Pretty happy we made the play we made now. We kept doing Last Disintegration because of Scabrino. But yeah, like I said, if they have a Contempt, I just don't think we can win anymore. If they have a Liliana's Mastery, or sorry, a Liliana to go with it, it's going to be horrible. If they only have a Scarab God, it might not be the end of the world. So we can't sack that, so. Alright, this may be enough now. Guess they're wanting to flip that. But the 5 points plus this, like these two alone, may be enough here. Well, that's going to cause a problem. So they're not going to take this, and they're going to go to 9. Which we're attacking for 9. So if they, as long as they don't have a fatal push, we're okay. Well, or a fungal infection could be similar in that vein. Trying to quickly go look up and see what Emma's build had in it because I don't remember. So you guys will have to apologize for the bit of the slow here. Yeah, I didn't get any of my work done either, JJ. I'm sorry, man. It sucks. Yeah, so they have a hostage taker, 3 scarab gods. Alright. So I think in general, we kind of want to go a little bit bigger. I believe all of these cards are pretty decent here. Actually think these cards are kind of bad here. Yeah, it's been just not super fun. I'll shave 1 Chandra, I think. And I don't know why I added extra braids in my deck. That was just a misclick. Don't know if I want any braids. Yeah, we'll try a couple of braids. We'll try it like this. I still have to sleeve a friend a deck so he can go to Friday Night Magic. Pack all my orders. Hey Bogart. This hand's pretty bad, but I don't think it's a mulligan. What else do I have to do? Gotta shave. Guess we're gonna start with this one then. They do play some number of essence scatters, but that movie is excellent, man. That movie is excellent. Honestly, just about anything with Clint Eastwood's excellent in my eyes. Dude's a national treasure in my opinion. They might have like a contempt or whatever, so I want to just get some value out of the Chandra. I'm under no illusion of thinking this is the ultimate in this match. Of course, if our opponent never plays a spell, then things are going to go very well for us. I guess I'll play that. I had just intended on playing the Beaumont and the Doomfall, but I'm not going to just throw a Glorybringer away. Sure. Kind of an interesting decision now. I can slam the Beaumont and the Glorybringer and attack for about 1,000,000,000. Or I can like Doomfall their hand and then play these 2 spells and next turn have either Glorybringer or Unlicensed. I think I like that more. Mainly because I think we're in pretty good shape right now, and I'm super afraid of them having a Liliana to bring back this torrential gear Hulk. Oh wow, well, we're not in good shape at all, are we? Look at their hand. Their hand is ridiculous. Well, I guess I'm going to get rid of the one spell that can kill the Glorybringer. And I'm just going to slam things out on the board. Man, he is old as can be. Hey, Juco, what's up? I'm sick to my stomach right now, too. Pretty glad about that. I hate how that's exile. Boo! Now, wait, why are they not using this? Let's keep playing our lands. I don't actually know why I'm playing our lands at this point. We don't have Murder in the deck and we don't have Hazard in the deck, so I guess it doesn't matter, but... Bloodfest. Bloodfast almost makes me not want to attack, but they can flip it at their will, so it doesn't do me any good not to, does it? They get 2 cards if we don't attack, so any untapped land and they have enough to kill the Glorybringer and go back up to 5 life. We have a lot of draws that win. Any Glorybringer wins? Beaumont doesn't win. Beaumont does let us redraw into Chandra and just win, though. He's not going to take the damage here. And that's fine. I just want to be able to get him to 2. I didn't want to exert the Glorybringer. Well, this is unfortunate. We still know they have an Essence Scatter, and they've probably drawn something at this point. Though now they can't use their mana to kill the Glorybringer in the same way they could last turn because they would just die to the Fopter now. But, you know, they have 5 cards in their hand. I am absolutely sure they have something they can do. Just not sure what it is. Bet a lot of draws there sacking that Beaumont. Chandra would have won. Chain Whirler would have won. And, you know, so that's like 5 draws. Maybe it was better to hold it back. I'm not sure. Okay. Interesting. Still have a fatal push that we know about too. I think. I guess if they're doing something like this, it means they hit a contempt. They hit a contempt. Again, we have a bunch of draws that win. What did they discard? A Doomfall and a Swamp. Yeah, we were correct. They hit a contempt. They still have a fatal push. And now they have total control of the game. Go ahead and scoop. They have another Gearhulk and stuff in their graveyard. Huh. Um, what was their life? Because they weren't dead, were they? Did I do bad math? Were they at one life? If they were at one life, I punted that. They were at 3 life, wasn't they? I thought they were at 3 life because I pumped the Fopter twice for a reason. But if they were at 1, then that was a big mistake. A lot of our cards don't seem good here. I think these Braids are especially bad. Just gonna bring this and a Duress in. I think I'm actually going to take the 2 Heart of Kirans out now that I see Infernal Reckonings as well. Okay. Cool, cool. Maybe I should leave the Soskar Mages in if I'm bringing in the Duresses. Alright, that sounds good enough. We have a 2-drop and a 3-drop. We have some good answers to his threats. We just have to get to that stage of the game. Infernal Reckoning seems really good in their deck versus us. How can they be mana screwed every single game and still just like easily smashing us? There goes Bloodfastles doesn't work. Should have played the cannon first because I can't F6. That's fine. Just look. They literally have 4 removal spells and a Bloodfast. I just don't know how I can beat it. I guess I can take the Bloodfast and hope they don't hit a land. Spoiler, that's going to be a land. Maybe we should be playing blue-black. Their blue-black deck looks like it solved this problem. This is one of their only hard matches. If they've solved the red-black problem and they can beat Wizard Red, which I don't know if they can, but if they've solved those 2 problems, then it is definitely a very quality choice for them. Well, I think I'm going to play the Glorybringer and actually exert here. Just making an attempt to try to keep the Beaumont Courier alive an extra turn, but I think it's unlikely. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was unlikely, but we hoped. They still have 2 contempts, so our next 2 threats are gone. I guess there's no reason for us to play it. We have Duresses in our deck. We can wait till we get a Duress and then hopefully hopefully stick the Phoenix after that. Even if they draw a land now, we're screwed. Nice top deck. Like, they have a Champion of Wits in their graveyard, so we can't even beat a land. The 3rd contempt was brutal. I don't know what they're holding in their hand. No card really makes sense except additional fatal pushes. So a Glorybringer now would be a great draw. To... No, it was just their 3rd. Glorybringer would be a wonderful draw. What else would be a good draw? Chandra's would be okay, I guess. They don't really have enough mana to leverage anything other than a Gear Hulk, so we've got that going for us. Gear Hulk Contempt's still pretty brutal, though. Our opponent's drawn 10 removal spells that we know of with still 5 unknowns. I count this as an 11. I count the scatter as a 12. So 12 removal spells out of 16 or 26 cards with 5 unknowns. That's I don't know if that's I don't know how many is in their deck. But I like what their deck's doing. Their deck looks sweet. Feel like they drew a Gear Hulk and they're trying to decide whether they're going to kill the Contempt or not, or the Chandra or not. Like, that's also going through my mind. I don't know if it's real. Wow. So they have 2 more removal spells that we know of. Did our opponent really tank on that play? What was there to tank on there? That seems like that was some of the most obvious things in the world there. I honestly have no idea what they were tanking on. How good is their hand if they had to tank on that? Is that 13 removal spells? So 50% of their draws have been removal spells so far. I guess they had to have a Gear Hulk too. The only thing that makes sense now is they have a Gear Hulk as well. Nothing else computes in my head. That's the 4th Contempt, JJ. We'll have to see what their last card is. We can beat some things. We have some good draws. That's something we can beat. Because of Supreme Will, I'm actually going to untap. They have it a moment of craving. So goodbye, Pia. Well, if they just draw removal spells for the next couple turns, Chandra wins. That's not just a removal spell. Boom. That was a good one. We're going to ignore we're going to ignore Liliana because they didn't hit anything. Oh boy, they hit that time though. And they're dead. Sweet. I don't know how we I don't know how we won this game. It seemed so bad for us for so long. Make sure it wasn't the same opponent. It's not. This hand's a keep. Another black deck. Hey, it's Alex Jet. I know this guy. Trying to decide if I'd rather them kill a Soulscar Mage or the Beaumont. I think I'd rather them kill the Beaumont here. Alex used to watch the stream a little. He's one of Button's good friends. I think they teamed together at a RPTQ even. I think he went to Japan or something. Huh. Pretty sure I'm just going to play the Killing Phoenix here. I assume there's going to be a Vraska's Contempt, though. Hopefully it's not multiple Contempts, because we will struggle with that. It was, in fact, multiple Contempts. Hopefully there's not a Gearhulk then. Do have to say that Alex Jet seems to me like the Gearhulk type of fellow. We'll struggle if there's a Gearhulk. Grixis. Why Grixis, JJ? What are they doing that makes you want a Grixis? Alright, so we actually have some options now. Could just attack them down to 6 and clutter up the board some. I think overall that's actually what I like. Don't want that Bloodfast flipping this turn. A, hopefully it shuts off good Bloodfast, but B, it also shuts off Scarab God block gain 5 life. They got to the Gearhulk anyway. A lot of our things still beat Gearhulk though. We get 2 draw steps. Hmm. So you get 2 blockers this way. It'll be interesting to figure out what their last card is then. Alright, what's the odds that we think that they don't have a Fatal Push? Just attack with everything now. actually seems kind of reasonable. So this is 5 damage if they don't have a push. My stomach is crushing me. Might not be able to finish the league. My stomach is absolutely trashing me. I think I want to try these duresses again. I don't know how good they are, but I think I just want to try them. Oh god, don't talk about food, man. I feel like I'm gonna die. We also have to mulligan here. Now, this hand's not good, but I don't think we can go to 5. That card's at least useful. I think we have enough 3 drops, so I'm gonna go ahead and duress now. See what the bad news is. Doomfall, commit, and some friends. Guess we'll take the Doomfall then. This isn't looking good. They still have a content or a commit. I guess their plan's to commit this, and that's fine. I think I'm going to struggle to finish this game. Any untapped lands something that I would like to see here? So they can fatal push this, but I'm okay with that. Oh, this was so terrible. Because they fatal push this, and now they can use the Never on it. I should have just cast Chandra and tick down. I should have cast Chandra and tick down. This was a horrendous play. I forgot about this card being in the graveyard after I just talked about it. Oh, wow, that was so bad. That was just heinous. I also should have played this land because they have this in their graveyard and there's a chance they're going to spin. Because their average draw is better than ours right now. And then we didn't play a land, so that's just another heinous play. Sometimes I don't deserve to win because I play so bad. Probably should have also just played the Beaumont Courier. Actually ashamed how bad I've played this game. They're cycling the pulls that could be good for us. Probably goodbye, Glorybringer. Absolutely heinous, guys and gals. A fair Glorybringer would win the game. Just bashing and try to do as much damage as we can while holding up this Hour of Glory now. Again, this was another terrible play because I put a creature in my graveyard and now they could have Scarab God. I just played so bad. But at least if they have Scarab God, we win. Like if they're playing Scarab God, bring back PO, we win. So maybe that doesn't matter. I still feel like it was a pretty healthy mistake. I'm just ashamed of myself. I would like to blame it on 3 a.m., but I don't actually feel tired. Maybe I'm tired and I don't know I'm tired. I'm trying to type GGs, but you can't type afterwards anymore. Oh, I guess you can. All right. Well, we got real lucky there, I think. Like I made several just like pretty clear errors, and I didn't get punished. We want a dice roll. I think this hand's good enough. Our opponent's 3-1 going for the decent prize. A strong hand, assuming we hit a mountain. The history. We hit our mountain. Everybody's favorite tick up. Keeping this one because some of these decks play like the 3-4 and stuff like that. Hopefully they don't have a contempt. Not a contempt. Not a contempt. Oh, that felt so good. That felt insanely good. It apparently did not feel good for our opponent. Getting pretty close to this Chandra ultimate now too, so they have to deal with this and the dudes. And the friendos. I'm not sure that's possible now. Our hand was basically perfect. So even if they have a contempt for the Chandra, we win, because we have 10 damage. Alright, cards that are good versus the type of stuff he just showed us. Feel like we're going to bring in a couple hours of glory just because I'm a little afraid of Lyra. Don't think Beaumonts are actually good in a match like this. Yeah. Don't actually want these either. Or just have another removal spell. So basically I'm just overloading with removal. And hoping to win with some of our 10 4 mana plus spells. Hand's fine. Hand's a little better. I think I'm actually just going to play this. I'm willing to take 2 damage to start attacking. I don't think I'm going to be able to stay out in front of them anyway. Wonder what they have. They didn't want to trade damage, so I guess their hand's kind of controlling. Yes, you get to gain your life. That's fine. Guess I have to attack this one. We really need to draw a Dragon Skull Summit. I feel like that's pretty vital at this point in the game. Sure. Really need our Dragon Skull Summit. Probably lose if we don't hit it. Well, we hit it, but it doesn't really count. That's probably enough to cost us the game. If their hands like total blanks, like maybe we're okay. That's not total blanks. Yeah, we're dead now. Have no outs. They're playing pretty much the cards we thought we were playing, though, and I think we would have won if we actually had our thing. Actually, I'm going to bring in some more removal spells, I think. Not sure how good these are. Probably good enough. Yeah. Let's take out these, actually. Want the Doom Falls for more things to try to get their Lyra with. The Soulscar Mage just probably ain't great here. It's too late. Can't keep that. Alright. The hand's fine. Maybe we'll hit lands. No fatal push, please. I said no fatal push, please, not fatal push. They still have 7 cards in their hand? Okay. They don't have an attack, so that's good. And they might not draw lands, and we might be able to run away with this one. Reveals from their hand? Wow. They chose my hand here? It's very interesting. Guess maybe they just don't have a better play at all. I think they have to take the Hour of Glory. They didn't take the Hour of Glory. I think we win if they miss an untapped land. Probably pretty easily. Huh? Guess they've technically bought themselves another turn. Interesting. I don't know what they were doing there. They tapped black mana for something. I'm not really sure. But anyway, we got the 3-0. So we've at least acquired a pity chest. This hand's acceptable. We'll hopefully hit some of our removal spells. We also have to hit some of our lands. Like, it's not a great hand. It's like pretty acceptable. Not necessarily the type of hand you want versus a blue-black deck, but you just done that there in the beginning of our attack phase and like saved us a bunch of time. About no chance this resolves. I think the like the black blue decks, the Esper decks, are one of the best decks against what we're playing. I just don't think we have much of a chance versus them in general. And don't see how we can win from here. Main deck Scarab God just kills us. Can't really block. If we block, we lose Chandra. Can't really not block, because if we don't block, we lose Chandra. I believe our minuscule chance is just him not being able to answer our things. Like, if we draw Glorybringer, if we do the 2 damage now, we have, like a theoretically a chance to beat them, even though I don't think it's a realistic chance. Especially when they didn't use the mana to buy back a Beaumont Courier. Probably just dead now. If they have no answer to this, we're still dead. As they'll be able to deal 13 damage to us. That was interesting. Hey, Ghoul, what's up? And that's enough to kill us, assuming we don't have a removal spell. But they're not going to play around a removal spell. Alright. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Hello, friends. And hello, friends. Pretty much stay the same lower to the curve deck. Congratulations. Oh, Infect for the first time. Blue green or black blue? Sorry, blue green or black green? This is one of our worst matches. I'm going to assume blue green. Nice. Congratulations. It's a very fun deck to play. They led with a swamp. That's a bad sign. We've now found 6 lands in 8 cards. I can F6 if I play this before I attack. Yeah, you got time to like go get food, do whatever you want. Hmm. Let's see what they've got. Probably Essence Scatter? Or not Essence Scatter, Essence Extraction maybe? How, you were you at the Team Pro Tour or were you at the Pro Tour before that? I'm confused, or I don't remember at the moment. I'm having a bit of a brain fart. 3 a.m. in the morning and all that. Guess I have another Fatal Push. So a Gear Hulk and a Glimmer. So we have to beat them basically in 2 turns? That doesn't feel possible. Especially if they're resolving a Glimmer. So basically we need to draw a Doomfall. Yeah, I think we're going to win this game now. They didn't hit anything that turn. We've done the 6 damage. This is going to resolve. Probably be just enough to limp in. Maybe even the Chain Whirler will be the killing blow. Who knows? It's certainly a lot of damage, though. We can just play 2 more threats if they somehow survive this, which I suppose is possible depending upon their hand. So we're going to disallow that trigger. That's fine. They're still dead to the table. Yeah, double counting it to make sure it's 7. It was. Okay, cool. Well, they showed us they still have disallows in the deck. That's interesting. I think I'm just running it back. Excuse me. Hand's not very good, but again, I think it's a keep. You really need fast hands to beat them. Another land's not going to do it. Need to draw like Scrap Heap this turn. Another land's certainly not going to do it. If they never play anything all game, it could. Feels to me like this has to get counterspelled. They brought in negates. And they had the fatal push. Yeah, this game's over. Not sure what we could win with now. Another land. 7 lands and 14 cards just is never going to do it. Maybe if we'd had a 2-drop. But I feel like our 5-0 dream is fading before our eyes. I'm just going to play it. Well, that was a good draw. Excuse me. I think the Scrap Heap Scrounger actually gives us a little bit of life. Especially if they miss now. We'll let them resolve this and then we'll unlicense that. And we'll hope that they don't find whatever they need. They put both cards on top though, so that's a pretty horrendous sign for us. It means it's probably a black mana and a contempt or something of that similar nature. Guess another unlicensed might win the game. They could just be on another gear hook here. No, they've got the contempt, it looks like. Well, that means any Chandra's defeat, any Glorybringer wins then. This is not those cards. Came closer than I expected, though, with this hand. Alright, so let's see the bad news, friends. The bad news is probably Gear Hulk. I just don't think we have a choice. If they have it, they have it. I'm pretty sure we have to attack anyway. We're not going to win not attacking. Yeah, this is about as expected. I'm going to buy back main phase because of the potential disallows. Pretty much assumed when they top that they had them. And by them, I mean they had us. Don't really have anything that can get us there. Like, if their hand's really bad, the other unlicensed disintegration could be enough. This is a pretty bad magic card. Especially in any deck that's not specifically playing Teferi. But anything in this, any card's good enough right now. Like, so far ahead that even a spell is just that good. Liliana, they have another Gear Hulk in the graveyard. Guess in theory, a Glorybringer could still win. Another Scrap Heap Scrounger's not going to, though. This is another Gear Hulk. We're dead. Yep, we're dead. Our opponent moves on to 4-0. We fell. Boom, 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 boom. I feel like that's like basically our worst match. Just really have to get out in front of them or they have to stumble. This hand's a keep. Have a plethora of 2-drop options depending upon their hand or deck. We have a Matt Courier. It's the third one of those. They had double fatal push. That just wrecks us. Can't beat them when they have these type of draws. Is this the third or the fourth blue-black deck we got paired versus in this league? How did we just get 1-for-1 to bunch, yet our opponents still have a million cards? Third Fatal Push. Of course, they'll have a land the Scarab God too, because that's how we're running at the moment. I do like this. It lets us put this in the graveyard if we want. I feel like they had just have another Torrential Gearhulk though. Alright, I guess we'll just put a card in our hand then. I assume we'll hit our black land at some point. I'm not too concerned about trying to protect it. That was a good turn for us. That was a good turn for them. He's going to attack with these. I assume he'll probably block the Scrounger. That way he could have... Well, he doesn't have 7 mana, so I'll take that back. Don't know why I thought they had 7 mana. Interesting. Alright, so the go now is just to push damage. We have our second black mana, we have our cut. So just pushing damage is good enough. See, what matches have we played? We've played this deck, the black white or the black blue black control deck, another type of this deck, the black white knights deck. I don't remember the last match. I think it was just another blue black deck, but I don't remember. Anyway, I'm gonna sideboard the same way I did in versus Mr. Alex Jet. Do not know if it's correct. But basically, I'm trying just to go a little big and stay a little controlling. While not sacrificing too much of the power of the early drops. This hand's fine. It's actually really good. The one thing is, I don't actually know how much or how good the Chandras are in this match. In my mind, they're like kind of bad, so maybe I should be siding them out, but not 100% sure. Kinda hope they just play champion. I think this is a bit better of a spell than Chain Whirler. They could have Essence Scatter, but I just think this one's better to resolve if we get to resolve any. Wow, they chose to use the Bloodfast. That feels early. Maybe their hand's just bad. Yeah, they don't have a land. Their hand is just bad. I'm actually just going to play... Since their hand's so bad, I'm just going to play all my creatures. Well, not all my creatures, but you know. That could have been a bad play. I'm not sure that it's worth it to protect the Beaumont from a removal spell. That could have just been horrendous. But there was no chance they didn't have a removal spell, right? Yeah, it feels like this game's a win. I don't think I even care if I flip that. This would put them at exactly 5. This would put them at 6. Yeah, I guess they're going to stay at 9. I think I'm actually going to play this case we hit a 5 drop off to Chandra. I don't know how they fight back through this. I guess I just attack for the full 7. They get to flip the Bloodfast, but I don't know what the Bloodfast does for them. Looks like it's going to let them play a Gear Hulk. Well, Gear Hulk's not going to do anything. So Gear Hulk does nothing. We run pretty hot there. And we end up with a 4-1. Only losing to blue-black control, like pure control, not the mid-range stuff. Yeah, Carlos's build felt pretty good, and it felt like it sideboarded pretty good. Still not 100% sure about the third Soulscar Mage. Seems overkill, but like maybe it's worth it in the mirror matches, which we didn't get the, or you know, like the mirror matches in the green decks, which we didn't get really paired versus. So like, if it's specifically for those matches, like this would be the matches it was weaker in that we got paired versus. I don't think the meta. I think the meta's still mostly red black, even though I do think the changes to like Emma Handy and like the blue black decks have taken over the past, you know, week or so, week and a half or so. I feel like they've gone up a lot. Like I feel like they can beat the red black decks now. So that'll be something to look out for. But yeah, nice little 4-1. Makes up for the 2-3 that we had on our Thursday stream. But yeah, it is almost 4 a.m. I still have a ton of work to do. I'm going to have to hop offline. Thank you all so much for coming out and watching, and take care. See you all Saturday, hopefully. Thanks, everybody. Congratulations again, Gua.